Hello there. Quick look at the weather across the United States for anyone heading that way. We've got a weather front across eastern areas. Here it is on the satellite picture. It's one of those fronts that's not in a dead straight line, but instead we've got pulses of energy running across eastern areas, bringing some bursts of heavy rain. The thing is, the ground's saturated after recent wet weather, so we could see some localized flooding from North Carolina across Virginia into Maryland and also Pennsylvania. One place we have seen very nasty flooding in the last 24 hours is Laos, where we've had the reports of a dam collapsing. There are hundreds of people reported missing here, and as you can see, floodwaters are knee-deep, even roof-deep in places. Now, the weather has been very wet across Southeast Asia recently. Across neighbouring northern Vietnam, we've seen 27 fatalities as a result of a slow-moving area of low pressure, followed by Tropical Storm Son Tin, which brought torrential rain across the area. And it continues to be pretty wet here over the next few days. Another good 50 millimetres of rain or so from thundery showers is to be expected. Meanwhile, earlier in the week in Japan, we saw record temperatures. 41 degrees Celsius in Japan, just near to Tokyo. It's the highest temperature ever recorded in Japan. Now, the weather picture here, well, we might well see some subtle changes in the weather picture. Although it's going to stay hot and humid, there's a greater chance of seeing some thundery showers in the short term, and that might well just ease the temperatures by an odd degree. Further afield, a tropical storm taking shape, well, that could increase the winds across Japan, again, just knocking those temperatures down, but it depends how close that tropical system gets to the eastern side of the country. So that's something we'll be keeping a pretty close eye on. Meanwhile, the main story in Europe has been those wildfires that have claimed scores of lives in Greece near Athens. Now, we have seen some fairly brisk winds here. The wind's blowing at around 15 miles an hour, fanning the flames. But the problem is these wildfires can actually make their own winds and make them really strong and gusty, which makes it really difficult to battle the blazes. Eastern Europe will see some thundery showers, but they'll stay away from Greece, where we've got those wildfires at the moment. And Western Europe, it's dry with some hot spells of sunshine. Indeed, temperatures will be rising over the next couple of days. I think we could see highs hitting 37, 38 degrees Celsius in the hottest parts of northeastern France, Belgium, Netherlands, that kind of area. That's getting on for dangerous levels of heat across this part of Europe. And of course, our temperatures have been pretty high as well. We've seen 33 degrees Celsius on Monday, the hottest weather we've seen so far this year. Looking at the weather picture for tomorrow, well, again, we'll see some hot and humid conditions across England, bright across the northwest of the UK, with temperatures rising a little bit. But probably the main story, apart from the heat, is that we might actually get to see some rain or thundery showers as we head through Friday night and into the first part of the weekend, bringing some welcome rain for some of us.